sacrifices, play this game. I done prayed that my life would never be the same. I done prayed that I will make it bring glory to my name.
I can start this, right?
I mean, you can. I just gotta connect my camera.
All right, now I was making sure you need to talk about something off air first. But
hold on. What do you have to talk about something off air?
No, dude, I'm just making sure. Sometimes we get on before we start and say, hey, I need to say something real quick before we start. I just want to make sure I started to right.
Yeah. No, nothing like that.
So. No dirt.
No dirt. Not this week.
Right. No, I'm on Dell. The only thing, because Mac is Apple, right?
Yeah.
The only thing I have Apple is iPad. So I think the one at home. Well, the one at home is Dell. The one at the office is Dell. Yeah, it's all Dell. Now think about it.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So I tried to use my Mac computer to try to do this and everything because I really hate using, work stuff and everything, but it's just not right. If it makes sense.
Yeah, you need to get build like a desktop or just get a desktop phone. Desktops are lit.
Desktop?
Yeah.
I've thought about that before, and I don't know because I what's the point of getting a desktop if I already have a laptop?
Well, I personally think so. Because I've been looking into custom PCs, and I'm gonna get one built. Like the super fancy gaming PCs is what I'm gonna go for.
So are you gonna be using it for gaming too as well, or just
everything?
Really?
Yeah. So like when I work from home, I'm gonna use it. I'm also using it. The reason why I want a gaming PC, because obviously I'm gonna game on it as well. But the reason why I want a gaming PC, you're talking about performance in terms of the speed and reliability, the
graphic card too on it.
Oh yeah, the best computers to use for anything in terms of processing and it's gaming PCs. So I'm gonna get a desktop because I think they're more reliable. Obviously, I'm on a laptop right now, but Wi-Fi is sketchy here, and I got great Wi-Fi, so it's got to be my PC. Because my laptop's the only time remember when I was having trouble, my laptop would shut out in the middle of the podcast.
That's literally what I'm having right now. Like it doesn't shut out, but it just like I don't know, it glitches. I don't know how to describe it. It's one of those things you got to like see to kind of understand. But I don't know. It's a work computer, so like it's not new. Other people have used it before, and then when a new system comes out, they'll update it and everything like that. It's like a refurbished, basically. So
yeah. So I feel like just less problems because I got my office. It's a desktop, and I've had it since I moved out here. I've had it for 3 years now. Oh, my 3-year anniversary moving to Texas was June 1st.
Oh shit!
But yeah, I completely forgot about it. But so yeah, I've had it for 3 years. Haven't had a single problem with it at all. And part of the reason is because you're connected into the Ethernet. You know what I'm saying? So there's the strongest, most reliable connection that is that Ethernet when you're actually plugged into the wall versus
hardwired is the best way to go, man.
Exactly.
You can't beat it, to be honest, especially for gaming and stuff. Because like the thing with me at my work, for some reason, so like we have like our morning meetings. We used to do it out like at the little table because our team is so small, but now we go to the back room now. Right. Every time I go to that back room, dude, I can't do anything. It's like as soon as I reach a certain point in the office, like I have no connection at all. So
right, yeah.
It is what it is, though. I still get through it.
Dude, so. The main reason is why I wanted to get PC is because I'm in this limbo, right? Because I was talking to my friends about gaming, right? I got a YouTube channel and I post me gaming on. Like I'm not good. Well, in Call of Duty multiplayer, I'm cold. Okay, I'm pretty good compared to like professional players. I'm not shit. But, I'm good. I'm pretty good
for the average Joe.
Exactly. Yeah. And so I used to be an avid gamer. Like I was gaming, back in the days where we'd be on GTA. I was always on the game when I had time.
Times.
Right. But now, so the PS5 came out. I still have a PS4. Now because of the chip shortage of COVID, the PS5s are impossible to get retail. And so I'm not going to spend $800 on a PS5. I'm gonna wait till
the realistic price is $500.
So. Right. So I'm gonna wait till the price go back down, yada yada. And so that's what I said initially when they first came out. Well, it's been a year and a half now, and they're still skyrocket. I don't want to buy any new games until I get the PS5, because as soon as I get the PS5, all my other games, it's outdated.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I've been like in this weird space where I did buy Elden Ring, but if you bought the digital version, you're buying the PS4 and the PS5. So I've been playing that. But I don't want to get any new games. But it seems like there's not going to be anytime soon where I'm going to get the PS5. So now I'm like, man, maybe I should just take the L and buy these new games I want to get, because I'm not going to get the PS5 anytime soon. I can just play them in the meantime. But then I don't have time to play that much. Well, in my head, I was like, if I had a PC, none of this matters. Mm-hmm. I can still have my PS4, and I will still eventually get the PS5 just because, I'm PlayStation till I die. But in terms of gaming, Xbox, none of that matters, because I'll have my desktop and I'll buy the PC version, and I won't have to ever like change console stuff and all that. So I've been researching the PCs, and if you buy a really, really, like, if you don't go cheap, because the PC I've been looking at are like $2,500, like $2,000-3,000.
It's one of those things when you buy a PC is like, you don't want to buy something cheap because it's gonna break on you.
Right.
And yeah, you just don't want to go down that hole, because it's a lot of stuff, because you want to get it replaced. Some of the stuff might not be warranty and all that stuff. So you might as well just take the L and just buy something that's a good quality. So
that's what. So I'm not gonna go cheap. I'm gonna get a really, really good, like almost like basically top notch PC. It'll last you a decade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you won't have to change this, change that, or when the next generation it's a desktop. So that's what I'm really looking into, and I want to get like these 2 monitors and yada yada yada.
The thing about that though, dude, is that as like your PC is older and older, like you can upgrade it. It's not like one of those things, like it's not one of those things like,
you gotta get rid of the whole thing.
I gotta throw like a new console is not like, I gotta get rid of the console to get the new one. It's like, I can just upgrade this part or upgrade that.
Right. If you run out of space, you just upgrade the hard drive. If something, like you say, you just replace pieces. You don't have to get rid of the whole thing.
That's the thing that I would say that's more kind of like appealing to people, is like you'll always have something to upgrade or whatever, where, like I said, console is like, new one comes out, give it to GameStop, get you a little money, use it towards the new whatever. So
yeah,
I've been thinking about it too, Finis. It's just, that's a big investment for me.
It is for sure.
Because like, I feel like if I pay that much money, like I have to use it, like I can't just buy it, just let it sit,
I'm gonna use it for sure. I'm working from a house, so I'm for sure. I'm 50-50 house and campus, but I'm gonna use it for sure. What's up, dude?
What's up, Mitch?
What's up, boys?
We're talking about.
I didn't know.
Wait, what's up? We were talking about PCs versus desktops, but go ahead.
See, I didn't know that I had the ability to sleep past 8:30, and I just slept past 8:30. Just woke up at 9:10. It was actually kind of nice.
Wait, what?
I know.
So why are you always late on Sundays?
Because I'm always hungover on Sundays. Finis, come on now.
But you just
respectfully.
but you just said you didn't know you had the ability to sleep past 8:30.
Well, it's different. That's different. This was me going to bed.
You're talking about raw,
just
sober sleep.
Just straight up sleep. Fucking 12 o'clock last night after the game. Just went straight to bed, man.
I stayed up till almost 2 a.m.
What are you doing at 2 a.m., Finis?
Elden Ring.
Oh, you hooked, huh?
Oh, dude, it's fantastic. I love it, bro. It's so much fun. When I'm playing the game, I'm pissed. I keep telling myself, why am I playing this dumbass game? Because it's so hard. But it just keeps me coming back.
That's the worst with games, man. It's just like
Mm.
hate the shit, and then it's just like I'm still playing it. I'm still grinding it out.
I was like, bro, there's one boss me and my buddy Grant were trying to beat. It's this giant dragon that looks like an alligator with like a sword as an arm. And I'm like, dude, there's no way we're gonna beat this dude. I'm frustrated. I was like, bro, I'm about to start crying. Not really, but I just be saying that while you're frustrated. And so he was like, all right, bro, here's the deal. So we left and he had to level up like 2 more times to get these like blood blade swords that are like super strong in the game. And while he was doing that, I was just farming for these runes. That's what you use to level up. And I ended up leveling up like a good amount, and I leveled up my HP or the health or whatever, and we ended up beating him. But oh my god, I was ready to just quit and just delete the game. I was so over it.
Mine is quitting? Never.
On a video game, I'll quit quick. I have no problems.
I'll quit.
But
Did Ari miss y'all's finals talk?
No.
Wait, who?
The finals talk.
What's that? Oh, you talking about NBA Finals? If you want to go down that route, we can. I don't really have much to say because it's pretty much playing out how I expected. One win, there's alternate wins and losses.
I didn't know Steph Curry had that in him. Did you watch the game? Were you at work? Did you watch the game, Finals?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
I didn't know, Calvin, I know you watched the damn game. I didn't know that that Steph had that type of anger in him, I guess. He was mad last night. He was fucking pissed off, dude.
They missed some calls where it should have been a 4-point play. Like
on that 3 where Jason Tatum ran into his back, man, I'd never seen him get that mad, man. Like he was actually mad. Like when he threw his mouthpiece like 4 or 5 years ago, I felt like that was kind of like a funny mad, but like, no, that dude was ready to fight last night.
You know what that caused? Because the first 3 he hit, it was a little contact, but it wasn't as big as Jason Tatum. He kind of threw a little tantrum at that one, and then it's literally the next like play up the court is when Jason came up and hit him from the side, and that's when he just lost it.
He had enough.
It was that was the straw that broke the camel's back. He's just.
But my thing though is like, how many he had? 43.
Yeah, 43. The rest of the team had 39.
Can
the rest
see
of
that?
The rest of the starters had 39.
Oh, you hit?
Hey man,
I hit.
Let me get a dub, fam.
Steph Curry, I bet him $30 on him to have 40 plus points. I made $350 off that.
Let me get 20.
Get 20?
Yeah, let me get a dub.
I want to hear you say the Celtics are going to lose.
I mean, I don't really care. You'll send me 20 if I say it. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about the Celtics. I'll say if Celtics finna take this L. What are you talking about? I'm not a Celtics fan, so I don't give a fuck. But I mean, good game though for sure. I know the Celtics were losing when they only had a 5-point lead in the third quarter, going into the third quarter. We know third quarter, you need at least 15-point lead, or at least 10 bare minimum. If it's not a double-digit lead starting in the third.
I think the Celtics will probably come back. I think the Celtics will probably win on
the next game.
Yeah.
And then you think Warriors win the last 2?
I think that Game 6 Clay happens on the Game 6 at Boston, and then fuck if I know for Game 7. I was thinking about it. That was the first good basketball game we've had in like a month, man. The conference final. Yeah, I guess there was a couple of good games between Miami and Boston during the conference finals.
Yeah, towards the end, not the first few.
No, yeah, there's been. We hadn't really had good like single point games since probably the second round. Since hell, even fucking Mavs and the Suns, the Mavs were blowing them out most of the time.
Yeah, but the NBA's rigged. Oh my God.
Why you say that?
No, I was making a reference to this chick. Was it a chick? No, it was a fucking dude that thought the NBA was rigged. I was like, bro, get the fuck out of my face.
Bro, this is the thing.
Pissed.
This is the thing that I'm looking at right now from the game. Boston does not utilize their bench whatsoever.
They got Derek White coming off of it.
I mean, they got Derek White, but other than that, that's the only guy that's really putting up numbers. Grant Williams had 13 minutes, and then Peyton Pritchard had 10.
Yeah, I think you got to give.
To be honest, they really don't have anybody else that can come in and contribute on the bench, which is tough.
I think they have a dark horse with Robert Williams. I think they give him more minutes, and not from an offensive standpoint, but he also gives you that relief on offense with the pick and roll and just lobbing it up there. I think they utilize him more. He could be deadly, especially defensively. I mean, you're talking about
he's dealing with that knee injury, though, man.
Yeah.
I forgot right now.
I forgot about the knee injury. But you're talking about a rim protector?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. He just fits in perfectly with that Celtics squad too.
Oh yeah.
He knows what he's there for and he does it. Jaylen Brown, if the Celtics win, Jaylen Brown's going to get Finals MVP.
I agree.
Yeah.
My brother texted me that yesterday. I was like, yeah. Again, and here was my point. I wish Mark was here because we were talking about Devin Booker. He said he was top 10. I said he wasn't. And I had Jaylen Brown on my list that I would put over Booker. And Mark was against it. And I was like, fam, Jaylen Brown, look what he's doing. Second option.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing all this. Second option. Because I was taking into account everything. If you're averaging 25, 26, that's the second option. Oh, come on now. I'd take Jaylen Brown over Booker.
I would, just for the defensive purposes.
Right. Mm-hmm. Two-way player as well. Exactly.
I didn't realize he was a third overall pick. I don't know where I missed that.
Brown?
Where I figured that out from.
What year was that?
2018. It was a year after they got Jason Tatum at 3. Both Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown were third-round picks. I actually might have stat of the day once you look that up. I'm pretty sure it was 2018, Finis.
It was not.
2017?
Yes, it's got to be earlier because this is Trae Young's draft class and Luka. No. Jason Tatum's 2017. Well, let me just look up Jaylen Brown then instead of
I can give it to you with this stat of the day. I just want a good man. Like I really want a good single point. Like
Jaylen Brown was drafted before Tatum.
Oh, was it? He was 2016.
Yeah, and Tatum was 17.
Oh, okay. Needless to say, I didn't know he was third round. Listen to this. Listen to these stats.
Wait, who was third round? Who was third round?
No, I meant third overall.
Oh, okay. I was about to say it.
All right. So since 2014, every first round draft pick that the Celtics have had has directly helped them on their current run, whether it be for a trade or like on it. So in 2014, they got Marcus Smart at 6th overall. 2015, they got Terry Rozier 16th overall. I guess he's not really helping them on this run. Jaylen Brown in 2016, 3rd. Jason Tatum, 3rd. Robert Williams, 27th. Grant Williams, 22nd. Peyton Pritchard, 26th.
Who'd they get for Rozier? Was he traded or did he just leave?
Terry Rozier, 16th overall, traded in 2019 offseason in a double sign and trade for Kimba. That didn't work out very well.
That's the only one.
Yeah, 2021, they traded their first round pick along with Kimba for Al Horford, and in 2022, their first round pick was traded for Derek White. So 8 of the 9 years for the past draft class, all those guys are playing.
Jeez.
So they've been playing for a long time. I didn't realize sometimes these people be in the league way longer than I thought they had. I could have sworn Marcus Smart came in like maybe 3 or 4 years ago. That man's a certified vet by now. He came in when we graduated high school. I remember watching him play at Oklahoma State.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's been on the team that long. Or because he was drafted by Boston and he's been with Boston the whole time, right? Yeah. It doesn't seem like that. I feel like part of the reason is because some of those guys don't get solidified in their role in a team till later. Because I'm sure his first couple of years, he probably didn't get much playing time. I don't know. It wasn't until recently where he was actually like, you knew him because he became a starter.
Well, I think he did because in 2014 they were pretty. Boston was
trash.
Ass. Yeah, I think Boston was ass there for about 5 or 6 years.
He averaged 27 minutes.
Yeah. They got him 6 overall, so yeah, Boston was pretty bad there for a good stretch of time. Yeah. But then you could they were, I don't know, they may have made a finals back in Jason Tatum, like when 2017 or 2018.
I know
LeBron James existed.
Jason Tatum's rookie year, he made it to the conference finals.
Yeah, and LeBron went and stole their soul in a game 7.
I mean, LeBron single-handedly made this organization like completely restructure their entire roster.
It's Boston.
He destroyed that quote unquote super team, and then they literally just were trash till 2017, 18.
Yeah,
because of one man.
It makes it so much better because they were that crowd. Everybody wants to talk about that crowd, and now that like it's a big like topic right now, it just makes you think back that LeBron went down there and stole their soul for like 10 years straight. Just went in there and dropping 45-point games like it was nothing. Not affected by the crowd. What a guy, man.
That's funny. But I hope the Celtics win, dude.
It's Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce started it. He started the curse.
Paul Pierce, man.
Paul Pierce started the curse, man. He started talking that shit when LeBron was down in Miami.
Why does Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce just not give that up, man? They were relevant for like 3 years in Boston together, and they want to say that they destroyed LeBron and took his soul and shit like that.
The thing about it, they say that was the real big 3. No, bro, that was the big 4, and y'all still couldn't do it. Like,
yeah. You only won 1 chip off of that.
Y'all won 1 chip off of it, and then you got Paul Pierce talking crazy, saying Dwayne Wade isn't better than him. Like, come on now,
dude,
like
tripping.
Like
did Paul Pierce make the 75? Did he make the all 75?
He did. Yeah.
I guess he was the truth, but
no, I mean, like, we shit on Paul George. We shit on Paul Pierce. He's good. He was really like he was an elite all NBA Hall of Famer. Like, dude was,
but he's not on the same way D Wade.
Like, yes, even with it, I tell people, even within the elite, there's levels even within that. Because you got elite, like, I don't even know how to name players, but think about in their prime, you had like Blake Griffin elite, but even Blake Griffin elite still wasn't with a LeBron elite or a KD. It was still different levels to elite within elite. Even Hall of Famers. Yeah, Hall of Famers. Okay, even within that level, you got like the GOATs, and then you got the rest of the Hall of Fame. But I watched a video on Twitter, and it was showing how like Paul Pierce and the Celtics, and they were talking about how LeBron, basically what LeBron did to Paul Pierce. I think if LeBron and never destroys the Celtics, Paul Pierce is probably held higher than where he is on the totem pole. I think his legacy was tarnished because what LeBron did to that team. You're on this super team with, the big 4. You win 1 championship. That's a bust. Just 1? That's a bust. If you're a big 4 or a team that's that good.
It hurts too that Ray Allen left. He went with him the next year too.
Yeah, and I was watching it, and I was.
Who are you putting in who's the big 4 for Boston? KG?
I don't know. That's what Calvin said, so I'm just
KG.
Just going there.
Okay. Rondo, KG, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen.
Oh yeah, you got to throw Rondo in there.
Yeah, he was a big contributor. Yeah. But I was watching the highlights, and I was like, I don't think I've ever seen across any sport one man's legacy be tarnished by another man this hard. Just one dude. And it's not like it was a whole organization. It's not like it was like this rivalry. It was literally Paul Pierce talking all this mad shit about how he's better, confident, sure. One man, because he also was fucking them up when he was with Cleveland. So one man I've never seen this level of diminishment just from a guy just destroying your team.
There was a series. It's my favorite LeBron highlight. It was in Miami. It was Game 6. I think it was 2000. It was either 2000. I think it was 2012. But there was a point where it was Game 6 and LeBron and D Wade. I think they were down by like 6 going into the fourth, and it was in Miami. And they went on this crazy run to end the game. But there was one point where LeBron it was the game sealing bucket. He stole the ball from Paul Pierce, gets onto a breakaway and turns around and looks at him before he goes up and slams it down. Took the time to look that man in the eye before he took his soul, man.
Bro, LeBron's a demon, low-key. When you piss him off, he's a demon.
Apparently, when you piss Steph off, he's a demon, man.
Yeah,
I did not.
It's different when you have somebody that's big and athletic that can just take you to the hole and just dunk on you. But I don't know. Mm-hmm. It's something when somebody is shooting over you that's not that big and he's talking this shit. Like, I don't know. Yeah. It's a different type of disrespect because, like, you can get dunked on the league, but how many threes you gonna take to the face? Like,
yeah. And so when he got on, I don't know. I've always liked Steph. I've always respected Steph, but I've never looked at Steph as put the team on my back. We're gonna go and win a chip type of guy, right? But I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it, man. I just never put him in that LeBron category. Of like, I'm gonna carry this team to. Like,
you don't see him as that guy that's got that dog in him.
Well, he got the dog in him because he kills people. He's an assassin. I mean, it is what it is. I've just never. Maybe it's because he's not a big guy. I don't know. I never saw him like.
But that's the thing.
A team on his back. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying, Mitch. That's when it comes to like the disrespect. It's just like he's not gonna take you to the hole and dunk on you. Like I said, he's gonna get you off balance, shake you a little bit, and shoot it in your face. Like, I mean.
And he's doing it, man. I mean, this is a legacy series for him. Theoretically, you could.
Both ways, honestly, if you think about it.
Yeah, you could discount all his chips. The first one he won versus LeBron, they didn't have Kevin Love or Kyrie. And then he had KD for the other, he has 3 right now. So he had KD for the other 2. Mm-hmm. So you can kind of say, well, Steph never won one by himself. He wins this one, there's nothing you can't. He goes into he starts getting into LeBron area as far as rankings with
I don't know about that one. That's tough.
Bro, if he wins 4 championships and he gets a finals MVP and he's going to average 30 in these finals, bro, you got to start talking about him being top 10. Have to. You got to give him respect, bro. Man.
It's tough.
I mean, you got to think
I want to, but if you bring up a list of the top, let's just say 20, because obviously there's going to be some difference in the top 10. But you bring up your top 20. Just not in any order, but just the 20 best players off the top of your head or 20 best that you can take time to think of. It's still tough for me because rings to me don't hold as much weight as other people do when it comes to ranking players. Because at the end of the day, rings are a team effort. Now I get Steph is he put team on his back and he's the major contributor. But when in terms of how much weight that carries for me, when you're looking at an individual player, rings don't hold that much weight to me. It's a factor a little bit, but it doesn't hold that much weight.
Hey, fine.
Because
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
I got a question. So if rings don't mean that much, would you put influence on the game? Because Steph he's changed the game just by his play.
A little bit.
So would you count influence as like?
He's changed the sport of basketball from AAU to the NBA. He's changed it across the board.
No,
for everybody.
I get that, but and again, it's a factor, but it's not. Again, it's not the biggest chunk of what rank. I don't know what the percentage would be, and it's in there, but I don't think that's as big as you would think it would be in terms of rankings. Looking at an individual player, yes, he changed the game, but to me, it's more of it's more obviously greatest shooter, So obviously, I'm not saying he's top 20 probably. Yes, I throw him top 20. So I'm not saying he's not, I'm not trying to say he's not good. Don't get misconstrued. But looking
You think
at
Allen Iverson's better than him?
shooter or overall player?
Overall player.
Yes. I'd put Allen Iverson. Actually, that's tough, Mitch. That's a great question. Like, again, that's what I'm saying. It gets tough because you got to think of guys like Allen Iverson. Would you put and you're talking about, that's tough. That one's tough. Because obviously Steph's a better shooter, but just because you're a better shooter doesn't make you a better basketball player.
I think he's a better basketball player, man. You got to account. There's a lot of things you got to account for, man.
I know that. I'm just saying it's tough. I'm saying it's hard.
Steph's ability to fit and mold with any player that comes onto his team has to be talked about as well. I mean,
that is a team that like you have to fit in that system. Like you can't be like an odd man out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, if you think about it, if you look back at it when Andrew, and we're going to talk about Andrew Wiggins, when Andrew Wiggins came from Minnesota and they signed him, everybody and their mother was, we looked at it and we were like, he was kind of, we were like, is he a bust in Minnesota? He was a #1 overall draft pick. Is he really this? Is it a trade piece? Are they just bringing him in because they're just going to trade him or whatnot? What's he going to do? And somehow he ends up contributing to a finals team, and he's like an important part of that team right now. You know, they just he makes anybody work with them and work well with them at that.
But I feel like back to what I'm saying, like I feel like there has to be something in their game that fits the system, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to explain it. If I knew how to explain it, I definitely would, but shit. I don't know. But all right, whatever.
It's tough. Here's my thing. Whenever I talk to people about a case for argument of the top 10, 20, whatever, can you make the argument without the rings? Obviously with Steph, you can. I'm not talking about Steph. I'm just talking about in general. Can you make the argument looking purely at the individual player? Take out the rings. Can you make the argument? That's all I say.
Are you just saying in general? Or
just in general. That's just like that's where I start when it comes to, all right, who's better than who? People are like, oh, this just got 3 rings. All right. That's great. He was on a fantastic. That means he was on a good team and he probably contributed well. Can you make that argument without the rings? Because a lot of people can't make the argument without the rings.
I mean,
let's be honest. If the Warriors win, Draymond gets another ring, and then people are going to talk about. Look, there's a lot of. I have a lot of friends that are the biggest Draymond fans, and they're as soon as Warriors win, I'm going to get a text. Draymond got that because I say he's not as good as he's hyped up to be. I'm not saying he's not great. I'm saying he's not good as he's hyped up to be. I'm going to get a text saying, oh yeah, Draymond got another one. They're going to count this ring towards his case of being better than whoever. And the fact that with his performance, getting this ring, they're going to count this run in his favor. But if you're actually watching, he is a liability to the team.
So Draymond's a difference. Nobody will ever try to make the argument that Draymond's a top 75.
No. I'm not.
Draymond's in a different. He's just in a different class, bro. Like we're talking about like role players.
No, Mitch.
But he's in like the Dennis Rodman class.
But Mitch, I'm saying, I'm just using him as an example of what I'm talking about in general.
Well, hell, Finis, I could make the argument that Robert Horry was the best player ever. He's got like 8 rings.
Bro, Bob, people will literally use that ideology with people of lesser talent than the guys who top. That's what I'm saying is that's why I always take rings out the case. Let's make the argument. If you can give me a solid argument, okay, bet. But we're saying the same thing, Mitch. It's just I'm talking from the counter of the shit I'm getting. And you're making the point that I make.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Bill Russell would be number 1 on everybody's list, but he's not. Why? One, you look at the area he played. There's 8 teams, 12 teams.
Yeah.
Not saying he's not great, but again, Derek Fisher, what is he got? 5? Come on now. I'm just rings, take them out. Obviously, you can make the case with MJ without the rings. You can still make the case. Dude, it's a monster. Steph, you can make case without the rings. LeBron, you can make the case without the rings. Those are the guys.
This is kind of making me sick. So ESPN, I wanted to see who was in the top 10 for I guess I didn't pay too much attention to the NBA top 75 or whatnot. They didn't put them in order.
Oh yeah, the NBA's top 75. Yeah,
but what ESPN did is they released a list and they put them in order.
Yeah.
All right. So obviously I'll do the top 10. Obviously number 1 is going to be Michael Jordan. Number 2 is going to be LeBron. Then they got Kareem. I can see him there. I'm thinking where I put Steph in here. I can see Kareem in there. Magic Johnson, I'm okay with that. Wilt Chamberlain, I'm okay with that. Bill Russell, I'm okay with that. Larry Bird, I'm okay with that. And then we get to number 8. I can't disrespect the big fundamental, man. I just can't. Tim Duncan's number 8.
Oh yeah, come on now.
Oscar Robinson's number 9. And then I get to number 10 and Kobe's there, and then number 11 is Shaq. And I'm having a hard time thinking of a list that I wouldn't have Kobe and Shaq in the top 10, pretty high to the top 10 too.
Again, that's the problem. It's tough to fit Steph in those guys you name. The what's his name? Robertson, the triple-double, Mr. Triple-Double. Yeah. Him at 9. I don't know. But anyway, this is the point I was saying. I saw that list. I was like,
it's tough.
Can you respectfully put Steph in that top 10? It's tough. Because even if you say you're talking about Steph should be conversation with LeBron or MJ, Steph's not even, is he better than Magic at point guard? And Magic's not near the talent shooting that Steph is. It's tough.
It's just the era's argument, man. He's definitely 1000% if you just took all the players in the 2000s, he is easily top 10.
Yeah.
If you no everybody argument behind that he is easily top 10. He's for easily top 5 in my opinion for that. But
yeah, okay, sure.
It's just those old heads, man. That's the fucking problem. Like you can't make a list and not have Wilt, Bill Russell, and Magic Johnson and Larry Bird in the top 10.
You know what I'll say for
can't
this?
Do it without them.
You know what's sad about that list, bro? As the years keep on going by, there's not going to be as many big men on that list, I feel like.
Oh,
as
for sure.
Years keep on going on, like that's a sad thing I just thought about, because you said Timmy, what's it called? Shaq. Who else did you say?
Bill Russell.
Bill Russell is just
Kareem's number 3.
Kareem, like, I mean, dude, like Shaq is hold on, did Shaq retire before Tim Duncan?
Yes. Tim Duncan retired in 2014, I believe.
So he should retire before Tim Duncan and everything, right? Or Tim Duncan retired after him?
No. Tim Duncan retired after him.
But I'm saying, like, my point, like, Shaq is the big man on that list. That's the most latest, you know? So
I would think that it depends how you look at it, because we do have one. We got Giannis. Are we going to put Giannis as a big man?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I mean, he's just Shaq in the 1990s is where he's at right now. I don't think he's going to get fat like Shaq got, but it's just Giannis is Shaq in 1995 for the Magic.
I don't know
what Giannis is.
Okay, I got a question. What are we considering as a big man? Are we going
that's
off
the point.
Position
that's
that
the point.
Plays,
yeah.
Or,
that's the
like
point.
What he does in the game? Because my definition of a big man is somebody that is literally not stepping outside or shooting anything like that. Everything is back to the basket or a mid-range shot. Like, if you're bringing the ball up and breaking people down the 3-point line, you're not a big man.
Giannis is not breaking people down 3-point line.
Okay, he's getting past people from the 3-point line.
Yeah, like you can still be a big man. Shaq did it when he was with Orlando. He's bringing the ball to court, going coast to coast.
That is his game. Is north and south. It's not side to side. His game is.
I disagree. I think you can still be a big man and just have a different skill set.
Calvin's talking about a traditional big man. Calvin's not talking about a 2020.
I'm just talking about a
like
big man.
Joel Embiid right now is a typical big man. He does stretch the 4 to the 3.
So is Wilt a big man?
Yes.
Have you seen Wilt's highlights? He's coast to coast. He's downhill, north and south. Go on Twitter, look at his highlights. He's literally rebound, coast, Post between the
saying
legs.
it seems like in some sets, Giannis is literally bringing up the ball and running the offense. At that point, I feel like you cannot be considered as a big man.
I think your big man go. I think it goes a little further than that. I get what you're saying with like traditional post player, but I think a big man can be more than that. It's just those guys that's just their skill set.
But this is the thing too, where I'm going to kind of argue on myself. You got Jokic.
Exactly. He's a big man. He's a big man through and through. Okay, what you talking about? The dude's a big man.
But it still goes to Calvin's point that we're not going to see very many from now on back to the basket.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing that. Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, Joel Embiid is a traditional big man, in my opinion. He's a traditional big man that can stretch the floor and spot up for a three. And I guess he does some crazy shit sometimes where he's hitting step back threes, but we'll discount that. For the most part, he is back to the basket, feed me in the post, and I'm going to make you look small.
Or a face up too. Like
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I just wanted to ask that question.
Is Boogie Cousins a big man?
Yes.
Same shit. And his prime.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was Dirk Nowitzki a big man?
No.
The greatest big shooter in the world to ever exist?
No.
He was a big man.
I don't think he was a traditional four, man. That's
Again,
what he was.
He changed the game. It all started with Dirk. Stretch four, well, that was Dirk's fault.
That was Dirk's fault.
Bro, unorthodox shots.
The 1-footer fade.
Have y'all watched the documentary on him?
No. Mm-mm. Well, yes, I have. I take that back.
Bro, that coach needs
the shooting coach.
Bro, he needs his flowers, bro. The drills that he was putting him through was like, it was something that it probably looked like a James. You know how like people post Jameis Winston's workouts in the summer.
Oh, they'd be goofy as hell. Yeah.
It's kind of like that in the same thing, but it's just like.
It's actually working on stuff.
Yeah, it's actually working on like just weird shots, weird angles, off of 1 foot, just different stuff that you just can't replicate in the game, you know? So.
Calvin, you might know better than me. Where the fuck is James Wiseman? Did they just send him to the lab for 2 years?
No, he's out. He's out for this. He's out for the season.
He's out for the season.
I know, but is he out for the season, or were they you got injured? We're gonna keep you out, and you're gonna go into the lab and like fix all this shit.
I think that's what it is. I mean, and plus, like, I mean, what value are they going to get out of him by now? Like, he hasn't played in so long. Like,
well, of course not. They're not going to stick him in the finals. But like, if he had been on the run, you have somebody to stand in front of Robert Williams. You got a rebounder,
bro. And in transition, that man is running from paint to paint. So
yeah,
he's going to get his easy buckets, but as he's running to the paint, that's going to open up stuff for Clay or Steph or Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole's been playing pretty fucking nice too. That man is disgusting.
Speaking of Jordan Poole, I was watching him last night. This might be no. I'm gonna stick with my bold statement. Jordan Poole might be the best rec basketball player to ever exist. I think that if you put that man in a pickup game at the Art, Calvin, or at the Williamson County Rec or at the UAW, you put anybody you want to, he would be the best rec basketball player of all time.
I mean, I hope so. I mean, he's in the league. Like,
no, I'm saying you put anybody in the league on a rec basketball court, just bullshitting around, going and getting hoops. Jordan Poole's the best, man. That fucker is slippery.
You know the thing about it too. When I was working with UTC, we played Michigan while he was there, and like, it's funny to see that. Like, hold on, how long has he been in the league for? 3 years, 4 years?
Mm-hmm.
When he was at Michigan, he was not handling the ball like that. Like, he was just a straight, like, in the corner, come off a down screen or come off like what's it called? I forgot what type of screen it is or whatever. And just shoot. He was a catch and shoot. But now to see him, like, actually putting the ball on the deck and everything is, like,
he puts the ball on the deck well, too. It's like he has so much skill. He has so much skill, he doesn't know how to handle the skill that he has right now.
Yeah, he sounds like me back in my young days is what he sounds like.
Ain't nobody ever say that about you, Finis.
Shit. Leave me open in the corner, in the short corner, Calvin. What'd I do to you? Leave me open that short corner.
Hey, I mean, last time we played, it wasn't hidden. It wasn't hidden. You get the right though, but
when? Oh. No. No, I was hitting. It was just that once we got 6 games in, shit, that fatigue set in.
I get better to game by game. I don't know what you're talking about.
I do too. Until I get the first game, a warm game, game 2, 3, and 4 be straight. Then once you get to game 5, 6, and 7, it's all layups after that. Because shooting, bro, yesterday, I went and hooped yesterday. I need a 10-day.
Why?
I need a 10-day. Dude, I was out there, bro. I was out there fucking dudes up, bro. Calvin, I want you to come back. Mitch, I need you and Calvin to come to San Antonio at the same time. We're going to go to this gym. Calvin's already got a little taste. We're going to hoop. Because dudes out here, they hoop. And they hoop very aggressively.
It's
street ball.
It's brutal.
It's not it's not that type of rough. Like, it's good basketball, but they're just not gonna give you easy shit.
What you mean? A kid tackled me last time. What you mean?
Well, it depends.
I'm pulling up for a jump shot. This dude comes from the side, just pushes me. I'm like, whoa, what's this?
No, that dude's he wasn't a regular. He's not a dude that's always like when the regulars are there, that's why I only go on Fridays now, because those are the regulars, people that can actually play, and they play smart. Like, they're not undercutting people when they go up. Those dudes can hoop, but like if you get a lane and you go in, you're not gonna get just a free. They're gonna do something to see for the foul, reset. They're not just gonna give you shit.
Almost started fighting out there, bro. Like, nah. It's good runs though, for sure, but
yeah,
you gonna lose. You're gonna leave with a few bruises, maybe. So
shit, I leave limping every time.
I've been trying to hoop lately. Nobody wants to go with me there, Calvin.
Mitch, just go.
Just go.
It's like hit or miss, Mitch. It's like one day you go, it's packed. If you lose a game, you might as well go home. Other days you come in there and it's like,
those are the worst.
You only got 10. You only got 8 to run forward.
Yeah. What we need is somebody with the key to one of these schools, bro.
What you should have
put together
done,
our own little hoop sessions.
I got 2 things. First thing, you should sign up for that men's league and everything, just for the time being. Second thing, Connor's back, and I know we can get into Thompson Station, and I know hella people that can run. So I mean, it's really up to him. So
His guy, the guy that would let him in Thompson Station, moved. He's not there anymore.
I need to find a church with a basketball court or something.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so tempted to. I wish Coach Glass was still at Independence, because he'd probably let us run up there. But
hit up Dr. Tyson or Dyson. I said Tyson.
Dyson.
Kevin Dyson.
Where's he at now?
He's the principal at Centennial, I think.
I thought that he was out in Murfreesboro.
He was.
He's dude, I'm pretty sure he's the principal Centennial now.
I think he is too. Because he was at Stewart's Creek for a minute.
I hated Centennial's gym. I hated playing in that gym, man.
Why?
I just didn't like it, man. It was like it felt small. I don't know. Something about that. Like Franklin and Centennial's gym, man.
I didn't like Brentwood's.
I don't think I ever played at Brentwood's gym.
I hated Brentwood's.
I don't know where it's at. Well, here's what you got to do. Instead of worrying about going to hoop with somebody, just show up. That's it. Just show up. Because you know what I did? I didn't know anybody out here. And all I do, I go every Friday. And it's changed a little bit, but now I go every Friday, the same people every Friday. And then when I find dudes that can hoop, I say, hey, I'll be here on Fridays, 4:30. Pull up. I
got something to say for you, though. How far away do you live from this gym?
20 minutes. It's a drive. Because the Gold's Gym that I used to hoop at, it's 4 minutes around the corner. They closed down their gym permanently because of COVID. So I got to drive 20 minutes out to the Gold's Gym with the one we went to with the big gym. Because the one that's close here, there's out of bounds and the wall's right here. It's a padded wall right here.
Yeah.
But the one me and Calvin went to, like, it's like almost like a giant, like, high school gym where there's like goals on the sides. You know, the court's this way, there's goals right here. So you could just shoot right here. So
basically have the gym like it's almost like a separate on section of the gym. Like
yeah. It's a big ass gym.
Kind of dope how they said that's the thing too. I wish they would have a Gold's Gym in Franklin. Cause I mean the closest one is in Murfreesboro, and I love Gold's Gym. But But I mean, you have to compete against Lifetime, and I'm not paying no Lifetime Fitness.
Oh, it could compete because Gold's their membership's like $25.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. Lifetime has a bunch of amenities that is just nonsense. Like
Lifetime's nice as fuck, man.
No, Lifetime's hella nice, but whenever you charge a premium, the cheaper competitor will be just fine. Because there are some people like me. Now that I'm in the position I'm in now, I could afford a Lifetime Fitness. I would never pay $130 a month for a membership to a gym. Never. Gold has everything I need. And it's a third of the price. Almost a third.
Yeah, but you ain't getting that Lifetime Fitness, you know what I mean?
Oh, my fitness is far surpassed Lifetime. I guarantee that.
Dude, their courts in Lifetime are so nice too.
Bro, NBA courts, like 3-point lines, like the grip on, like they actually keep care of like the wood on the floor and everything.
Shit, they better for 130. I better have somebody washing my nutsack after I work out for 130.
You get towels. They give you towels and shit, don't they, Calvin?
They better.
I don't know, but I heard this. I heard they got a barbershop in that bitch. I was like, that's the. I was like,
they got a juice bar in there, dude. It's a whole fucking. It's a whole thing, man.
Again, I expect nothing less if I'm paying half a car payment for a gym membership. My car better be getting washed while I'm in the gym for $130 a month. Come on now.
I just don't see the.
I'm gonna be in Cali this time. No, I'll be on the airplane by now. I'll be landing in Oklahoma and Salt Lake, Utah City by this time tomorrow. But yo, boy, headed to the West Coast. The West Coast ain't ready for me, bro. Mitch, come back. I'm about to shut the West Coast down, dude. I'm excited for this trip.
How long you staying?
It's from Sunday. I get there Sunday, and we leave Friday night. So basically a work week. So it should be pretty good. I haven't packed yet. Oh, I'm tired. I'm fucking dead.
So give us the itinerary. Give us the itinerary real quick.
I don't know. I gotta make my schedule because it's for a conference. So, it's for a conference. So I gotta figure out what talks I'm gonna go to. I gotta make a schedule. I'll probably do that later today.
Now, is it everybody like in your your program that's going, or is it just specifically you?
No, it's not just me. It's everybody that works with my supervisor. So it's not the whole department, but there's like 6 of us that we all work in the same realm of astrophysics. I don't mean to cut you off. So like astrophysics. So like I got a question. So are you, since there's 6 people, right? Are y'all all studying the same thing, or y'all studying the same thing, but you guys have it's broken up into different sections where you guys own it? Kind of that. It's kind of like that. Yeah. So we all study dust, but some of the guys they study radiative transfer. So they study how the dust interacts with the sun, and they make models. That's what some of them do. I look at the dust from a certain stage in the star. So I look at the dust in AGB, and I look at dust in planetary nebulae, and I look at how
that. Too far in the rabbit hole, you're gonna lose me.
Yeah, well, those are just the names of the different stages in life, and I study how the dust changes as the star evolves into the next phase. That's what I study. And then there's some other people that study. There is one guy, he studies dust, but it's planets instead of stars. but it's all dust, but we all do different things inside of the dust.
So my next question, how long, hold on, you've been doing this for, so you got your master's, so that's 4 years of graduate school, right? So far?
3.
3. So you got your master's so far and you're working on your doctorates, right?
Yeah.
So while you've been doing this, have you had any, like, your original plans to be a professor, right?
Yeah.
Has that changed any since you started? Like, have you had like, oh, this might be something I might want to do, like a professor, but focus in a different like subject of like astrophysics?
No.
Really?
Yeah, everything's being pretty much solidified. Like, yeah, I get what you're saying. You know, some people will get into it and then they'll find something else they'd rather do, or they'll realize, hey, this isn't for me. But since what the hell? But since I've been into it, it's been the opposite, where it's like, yeah, I made the right decision type of thing. Okay. This is exactly what I wanted. Like, this is going very well type shit.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Stay on the road, the plan, the journey, whatever you want to call it.
And I'm selling shoes at the same time. And we moving weight, Mitch. We are moving weight.
Hold on. Whoa. You know the feds might be listening.
What are you talking about?
We do not promote any violence or drug activity.
I'm talking about squatting, Calvin. Do the program.
Hey, I'm just putting that as a disclaimer, just to save our asses.
No, we moving weight.
Dumbbell weight.
Bench and squat. Bench and squat and deadlift. Well, I deadlifted heavy for the first time in about a year, and I hit 515. I was shook. I was like, let me see how heavy I can go today. I thought I was gonna hit like 450 because I literally haven't deadlifted in, I think it'd be just about a year, because it's since last summer basically. So I was like, let me see. I'll probably cap it at 450. I did 455 for a set of 2. I was like, damn, this should feel good. I put on 495, and I was like, it's my last set. Let me go up a little bit. I did 515. I pulled it. I was like, damn. And it was a pretty solid pull. So my next program that starts in August, either in late August or early September, I think I'm gonna put in at least deadlifting twice a week. And I'm gonna start trying to like get my deadlift back up.
So what's the benefits of deadlift? Because I do them sometimes, but I'm not doing it like
everything. Full body workout. Work core, lower back, grip strength, forearms, shoulders, quad, hamstring, glutes, everything.
The problem with deadlifts that Finis is not going to tell you is that you can do deadlifts right for your whole life and still absolutely fuck your back. 1000%.
Well, what do we mean by fuck our back?
You can do deadlifts with perfect form and do it for your whole life and still have that one time that you do it and absolutely fuck your back up.
And that's why
why I try to avoid them, man. I really don't like. If I do them, I'm doing real lightweight on there. Real lightweight.
That's why they have, what the trap bars are, those hexagon looking bars.
Yeah.
That's what you use those for. It's a lot safer. It takes the stress. It takes the stress off your back because you don't have to lean forward. So you're perfect. You're basically just standing up with it instead of having to. Yeah. So you use trap bar deadlift. It's just as fine, just as good. But yeah, if I'm deadlifting heavy because I want to eventually start competing, but if you're just trying to stay in shape, deadlifting is just by preference at that point. You don't need to deadlift. So the only things as long as you squat, bench. If you're squatting 2 or 3 times a week, benching 2 or 3 times a week, and then you throw in whatever else you want with that, you'll be in pretty good shape if you do that consistently. Solid. Squatting's working just about everything waist down. Bench works just about everything waist up. And you throw in some abs and maybe whatever else you want, arms or
I got a question on squats. When y'all are squatting and you have it and you're like this, are y'all kind of pushing up on the bar?
No. Don't do that.
Not at all? No.
Pull down.
Okay.
Pull down.
Pull down?
You want to pull down on your shelf. This is your shelf. So you're here, you want to hold it tight, pull down because you want it to be as still as possible. You don't want any wiggling or any anything wiggling or bouncing. And before you go down, you want to take a deep breath, but don't keep it in your chest. You want to keep it in your stomach to keep your core tight. You're down and you're up. Now, when you come up, you can bring your elbows through. That'll help you pull up. That helps sometimes, but you want to keep the bar down on your shelf.
And make sure your feet are placed correctly.
Yeah, coaching 101.
I think that's the biggest thing with me is just my foot placement.
Well, it doesn't help because you have long legs. So if you got long legs, squatting, it's tough. It's a lot harder for you because just of how you're built.
I mean, squatting and benching, I mean, like, I struggle with that. Just
long arms, long legs.
Yeah.
It's not in your favor. That's why you see these guys that can bench a fuck ton that have like short, stubby arms because their range of they don't have much for range of motion. It's just here. Dudes with short, stubby arms, monsters at bench. Short, stubby legs, monsters at squat.
Chris Cole, for example.
Oh, yeah, Chris Cole can move some freaking weight. Or if you got long arms or short legs, deadlift, monsters.
Wasn't Chris Cole squatting like 600 pounds in high school?
No,
I thought he was doing that much.
No.
You can do it now. I guarantee you.
Ooh, 600? I don't know about 600. I saw a video. He was squatted something the other day that was freaking elite.
It was like 550, 540, something like that.
It was something like that. No, well, this is 405 for 6. Is this it? No, that's 315. What is this? Deadlift? 315. Oh my God. That was a power clean. But Jesus, Chris. Okay, bro. I thought it was a deadlift. Oh shit.
I can't do that. I can't do that at all. All
right, fellas. I gotta go to work. I gotta get food before I head in, and I work all day, 11 to 9:30.
Calvin, you need to watch The Boys on Amazon Prime, bro.
I love that show.
What is it?
I gotta watch the newest season though.
What's it called? Like, what is it about?
It's about basically it's a realistic version of the Justice League.
It's a realistic version of superheroes like actually lived in America. It's like the most grotesque show you'll ever see in your life, man. Talking about people's heads getting ripped off. Just, it's fucking hilarious. You need to watch it. It's great.
Yo, I got one thing before we dip off. So, Mitch, you got HBO?
Yeah.
You know HBO got some good series on there, man. Especially like the odds, all that stuff. Did you ever watch The Wire?
No, everybody's always told me I need to watch The Wire.
Bro, you need to watch that. Obviously, good season. I think it's like 4 seasons. I think.
Do The Wire.
They just came out with this spinoff. It's called We on the Streets. Do you remember back in I think it was like 5 or 6 years ago, where like they had like this drug task force team that was
the police shit?
Yeah.
Somebody told me to watch that.
Bro, it's legit because like you know how I am. I like realistic stuff that's actually been happened. Like this thing, it's a 5-part series, an hour each, and bro, it's so good. Like it goes in depth of like what happened with the case, the people that were involved with it. Man, it's some shiesty shit, man. Like
not shiesty.
It gives you a real depiction of like the Baltimore just like police system in like modern day, since it happened like, you know, very recently. So
you gonna be at Jurassic World tomorrow, Calvin?
I will be. I will be.
Hey, so we got Jurassic World, but problem is with Mark, we're gonna have to, because I want to go see the Black Phone, and that's gonna be Mark's honeymoon. So we're gonna see like Elvis and the Black Phone when he gets back. So we'll take a little 2-week hiatus. Okay. Elvis looks like it's going to be pretty fucking good for some reason. I don't know why. It just looks like it's going to be good.
I think, any movie that's going over like a superstar like that, like just any like music industry, I mean, it has to be. I mean, if you fumble the bag, that's on the director's fault. Like,
yeah.
That's the director's fault, man. But yeah, that should be good. Smile.
Oh yeah,
I'm hooked. I'm ready.
might have to watch that on opening night.
Oh, for sure.
All right, fellas. I appreciate y'all for changing because it is Saturday. We normally film on Sunday, but your boy will be on a plane tomorrow. And yeah, dude. Great wait. Appreciate you guys. Guardians 615. We're out. Deuces.
Mayonnaise.